checked out the Caleb Plant Canelo Alvarez taking on Berlanga, and I said if he didn't beat Berlanga, he was ass. Or knock out Berlanga, he was ass. He dropped Berlanga with a good left hook, and I know he said leading up to this fight that he carried Jaime Munguia in their last fight, but I don't think it was a point of carrying an Edgar Berlanga for this fight because he's Puerto Rican. So you really supposed to got Berlanga out of there, and Berlanga was game, and he had Berlanga backing up all night. He caught him with a faint left hook and dropped Berlanga. Berlanga ate it. He was coherent, and he really wasn't hurt. I think it was more of a flash knockdown, and Canelo just walked him down. And I think Canelo tried to stop him. I think Canelo threw some vicious combinations, and he couldn't stop Berlanga. And I think honestly, man, I think Canelo don't have it no more. If we being quite frank, I think Canelo don't have it no more. I think something is missing. I don't know if it's he made so much money and the will to fight isn't there anymore. But I can't call it. But something is missing with Canelo Alvarez. Something ain't there no more. Something ain't there. May it be power. May it be, maybe some, been at this weight for a long time and kind of like, moving up, fluctuating weight, staying at 54 for a long time. I can't put my finger on it, but he was doing some vicious shots in there, and Berlanga was eating him. Now, Berlanga, he ain't a small guy by no stretch of the imagination. No, did he? But it was even some people saying that he may need to move up in weight. There were some people saying he may even need to move up in weight. So, but nonetheless, I expected more from Canelo Alvarez to stop him. I think Canelo then got lazy. Remember that sparring partner said he was lazy. I think he got everything he wanted in the sport. So, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard to keep doing this for a long time. Even with Charlo, I feel like why wouldn't his motivation be to stop Charlo? He should have got on his toes, cut the ring off, and closed the show versus Charlo. He didn't do it. And showing not being able to close the show versus a D opponent like Berlanga, you know what I'm saying? And, people marvel at Berlanga because he went the distance. He threw some shots here and there, and he got Canelo respect. I think he got everybody respect by he looked the best he looked in any fight, maybe because he knew in this fight how serious it was and how it could change his life. And then he took this approach early in his career in top rank, not that, made him fall in love and being a knockout puncher and matching him against guys that he could easily knock out, and that probably messed his trajectory of his career over. But, Canelo still is supposed to trash guys like this. Canelo is still supposed to, this guy shouldn't have really made it out the first 4 rounds with Canelo Alvarez. He shouldn't have made it out the first 4 to 6 rounds. For Canelo not going out there and putting this guy down, I understand carrying a fellow Mexican. I get it. You like Jaime Munguia. You probably knew he was compromised coming into the fight with the cut, so you kept him around. But keeping around a Puerto Rican or a Mexican Independence Day holiday, to me, that's unforgivable. So I don't feel like he carried him. I feel like he literally don't have the juice to, to get him out of there. That's what I genuinely feel like. He don't have the juice to get him out of there. I genuinely feel like he don't have the juice to get him out of there. I don't think he really got the will. I really don't think he got the pep in the step. I think he's semi-retired. This is an opponent that he should got out of there. Looking back to the John Ryder fight, that's an opponent that, Canelo should get out of there. And now you seeing why he don't want to fight certain guys like Benavidez. I don't think he has the fire, the will, the juice in the legs no more. I really think it's just desire. If you woke up and they put $1 trillion in your bank account, you get everything you wanted and everything you needed, You know, are you gonna go to work tomorrow? Hell no, you gonna have to will to work no more. I walk with $1 trillion in my pocket. He got everything he wanted. At this point, you know, this is security. You know, this security funds for him. So I ain't got to come back and do exhibitions like you know who. You know, this is probably 401k pension money for him. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is just, you know, money, make sure their generation's good. He just, I mean, if you're physically able, you can fight the guys who like Berlanga, you're going to make a ton of money. Why not do it? From a business perspective, I can't hate on what he's doing. Because when you can't make this money no more, when you can't do the sit-ups, you can't throw the punches, you can't throw the hooks no more, you can't get it this way, you know, now we got to find other ways to get money. I tell you all that in America all the time and around the world. Can't have one income. We got to find a way to get multiple, and I'm working on it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are too. But, you know, Berlanga, people in the comment section was calling to see Berlanga fight Munguia next, which, you know, that's a great fight. Berlanga put a better account of himself. He looked more technical this fight. I just wish he'd have put that seriousness into his career. You know, Berlanga, Plant, Mukambi, Munguia. You know, we got some players in the game at 68. You know, it'll be some really good contender fights down there. You know, with Morale and Benavidez leaving the division, you know, this is it. But, you know, Berlanga need to build on his performance. You know, but it's never good when you the power puncher and the other guys just back you up. You know, but maybe if he came forward, he would have got knocked out. But Canelo ain't hungry no more. And nor should, kind of, it's hard to be hungry. What's driving you at this point? Most people are already saying you're the best that Mexico ever had. You made a bunch of money. So what's driving you? On a serious note, what's really driving them? That's what you got to ask yourself. What's driving them? But that faint left hook he hit Berlanga with, you know, that was a good shot. And Berlanga, it was a flash. It was a flash. So, Berlanga, you know, he wasn't injured. He got up, you know, and that would have got a lot of fighters. You know, do I believe after this fight Berlanga can get a world title? I mean, anything is possible. We didn't see, you know, guys far less. I think they got Zhu Shiming a world title. I believe they finessed him and got him a world title, so they can get anybody a world title. Especially in a division that's this thin, especially if Canelo, you know, kind of drop a belt or two, or, you know, move on. You know, yeah, it's not a deep division. Nor have it really been since the Super Six. And historically, you know, in American vibes, it's been a European division. It was like cruiserweight before cruiserweight. And then, you know, the Super Six kind of amped it up. Even though you have, I think, Michael Nunn, James Toney, Roy Jones all competed there, and a few others. But yeah, it's kind of been more of a international division historically. But, you know, like I said before, Canelo, the commitment isn't there no more. You know, you could tell, to the gym, to the ring, to winning, to the punches, committing to his punches. You know what I'm saying? Like he used to. And a lot of that got to do with the weight too. You move up, fight bigger, stronger guys. You rarely see guys move up and stopping guys. So he is fighting physically bigger guys. No matter the ilk they come off of as A or B or C or D fighters, they are physically bigger guys. So we got to remember that this is a guy, as a teenager, was competing at 140. You know, when we seen him come over on the prize fighting scene, he was competing, he's competing at 150, 154. You know what I'm saying? That's where he was kind of competing at, doing catch weights with Matthew Haddon for his titles. But yeah, he don't really have it no more. Yeah. He don't really have it no more. You know, he don't really have the drive, you know, and then you mix that in with the weight. Yeah, you mix that in with the weight. You know, fighting bigger, stronger guys, like, you know, and you could talk about some of the fights that he can have coming up, and I'll speak on that in another video. But honestly, for him, I think an exit plan is probably, at this point, you know, probably dire. I just don't think maybe he need to sit down for a while. and missed the game a little bit. But to me, it's unacceptable to go distance with Berlanga. This, at the most, this should have been a 6-round fight. And I don't care if Berlanga can't survive. I'll make him unsurvive. If in the ring with your ability, he just lazy. He just lazy. Ain't no way. If you really want to be lazy, get his ass out there in 6 rounds. Him not stopping Berlanga is a black eye. Now, you know how, pro Canelo people and pro Mexican people gonna spin it, because I was reading the comment section, and Berlanga did better, and Berlanga, it did a great account of himself. It was more about Berlanga surviving and being tough and taking ass. But no, to me, it's about the super duper A side. It's a fighter who shouldn't even be in the ring with Canelo. His name shouldn't even be on the headliner with Canelo Alvarez. That's what it's about for me. Canelo Alvarez is supposed to obliterate this guy, and it shows that not only has he lost a step, I think he lost a few. I believe he lost a few steps out here. So that's my humble opinion on it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel for your boy. But he lost a few steps. He ain't stepping in the name of love. He lost a few steps. And I think the most important thing is, I think he lost the love or the spirit to fight. So I think he already mentally retired. But hey, shout out to him with the distance. He won every round, in my opinion. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music. Check out the Patreon, free for 7 days. I'm going to update it again today in Free Game 89. I got caught up yesterday, so hopefully I can catch up a little bit on the road. But hey, appreciate y'all. One time for the one time. Peace.